Good morning. These are your BYU-Idaho Radio morning headlines for Monday, August 11th, 2025. Thanks for listening. I'm Brandon Isle. The Idaho Falls Education Association has rejected a tentative contract agreement with Idaho Falls School District 91 and hopes to return to negotiations soon. The tentative agreement was in the works since May and included working with a federal mediator. IFEA members voted it down on Wednesday. Jake Snar, the lead contract negotiator for IFEA, told me the contract included an average base salary raise of about 4.2%, which members approved of, but also several provisions the teachers could not live with. The biggest sticking points were the removal of the IFEA's standing place on school board meeting agendas to provide input on issues, weaker academic freedom in the classroom, and the elimination of stipends for educators who take on leadership roles in their schools. Snar says the negotiation process has been a little different than in the past. He says the district came up with far more requests than usual, 50 by his count, instead of a typical 10.
For the district to come in with 50 proposals gives us a lot to work through. And if you really look at those proposals, many of them are just things that the district wants to have taken out of the contract. And so we fought to keep some of those things in, and in some respects we have. But there's a few things like the board report that the district really didn't want to see happen anymore. And so all those takeouts are going to add up to be issues for our members.
District 91 Board Chair Hillary Radcliffe told Local News 8 they are disappointed the contract was rejected. Even though teachers do not have a new contract, they are still working. There will be no disruption to the students or classrooms.
We as an association would never tell our teachers to put kids in an unsafe position or to engage in a work stoppage, on an instructional day or anything like that. Teachers have signed a contract for 190 days of work, and we're not asking them to not do that work that they've signed a contract for.
Snar says he sent a letter to the district with specific dates to continue to negotiate, including today and tomorrow. He's waiting to hear back. Starting this week, drivers can expect a traffic shift on Highway 20 at the South St. Anthony exit 344. Traffic will be routed onto the newly constructed overpass bridge as the final stages of the full interchange begin to take place. With this traffic shift, the South St. Anthony ramps will be closed as the work continues under Highway 20 on 400 North. The construction project is expected to be completed later this summer. Drivers are urged to stay cautious as they pass through the area, as workers and equipment will still be present on site. Back-to-school immunization clinics are being put on across eastern Idaho for children aged 18 and younger for routine immunizations. Eastern Idaho Public Health is putting on the clinics, which start today and go through Thursday at 4 different locations. The scheduled clinics are as follows. Today's clinic is at South Fremont Junior High in St. Anthony from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Tomorrow is at North Fremont Junior High School in Ashton from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Wednesday's clinic is at Rigby Middle School from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., and Thursday's clinic is at Farnsworth Middle School in Rigby from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. These have been your BYU-Idaho Radio morning headlines for August 11th, 2025. Thanks for tuning in. More news, interviews, and great content are available on our podcast feed. Just search for BYU-Idaho Radio on your favorite podcast apps. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and more. You can also ask your smart speakers to play KBYI 94.3 FM. This is BYU-Idaho Radio, and I'm Brandon Isle.